Good evening, students. I would invite Deepali ma'am to start the session. Yes, Deepali ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yes, ma'am. You can start the session, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, good evening, everyone. So today's topic we are going to start is the phylum Nematoda, Nemathelminths. Okay, what are these called? These are called thread worms. Okay, they are like thread or round worms because they coil themselves and make a round appearance. Now, let's study about the main characters of phylum Nematoda. It is a very small phylum, like Eschel means. Okay, so Linnaeus kept them under vermes. Vermes means worms. Rudolph put the animals of this group under Nematode. Okay, order group under group is Nematode. The phylum Nemathelmis was established by Gegenbaur. So Gegenbaur is very important. He established many phylums. Members of this phylum are thread-like, so-called threadworms or roundworms. Common example is Ascaris lumbricoides. Okay, it is like a worm commonly found in the intestine of small kids under 5. Okay, this is a infection. Normally, under 5 children are suffered from this Ascaris lumbricoides. Most animals are parasite. Parasite means they are feeding on your body. They are taking your nutrition in, and what you are doing only intake is from one side. It's not a mutual. They are exploiting your body. Okay, these are called parasite. Some are terrestrial. Terrestrial means they are living on the land, free living or aquatic. Free living means they are free living means, wait a minute. Free living means they are found everywhere. Majority animals are microscopic. Microscopic means you can see them only with the help of microscope. Some are 1 meter or more in length. There are many species that I will discuss. The species of Nemathelminths means that is 1 meter in length. Body organization, organ system grade. So organ system grade starts from Nematoda. Okay, organ grade organization is found in Nematoda. Okay, see, body is unsegmented means their body is not segmented. Okay, triploblastic, 3 kinds of germ layers are present: meso, endo, meso, and ecto, and bilaterally symmetrical. Bilateral symmetry means the symmetry that we are having. Bilaterally symmetrical means if you are cutting the body, there is only one plane. You can divide the body into 2 equal halves only through one plane. Okay. Another is main characters. See, main characters body is thin because they are worms. That they has to be thick and long. Cylindrical means their body structure is cylindrical and has pointed ends. Means both ends are pointed. Okay, both ends are pointed. Anterior one and the posterior one. They have pseudocele. Pseudocele means they are having false coelom. They are not having true coelom. Okay, which is not lined by the mesoderm. Okay, this pseudocele develops from the embryonic blastocele. See, this is important. The pseudocele of nematoda develops from the embryonic blastoceles. Okay, this is very important line. This makes a question. On the anterior part of the body, mouth and sensory organs are found, but there is a lack of clear head. Means they are lacking in head. They are not having clear head. So body is not divided into head, thorax. Okay, head is not clear. Like in Taenia solum, it was clear. In Platyhelminths, head was clear. But in nematodas, head is not clear. A covering of thick cuticle. Why they need thick cuticle? Reply me fast. Why they need thick cuticle? How many students are there? Shivani, Likita, Saida, Dilshad. Tell me. Why they need thick cuticle? If you don't know, then tell me. We don't know. Apply your common sense. Yes, more protection. But from what? Protection from what? Okay, fine. Protection they need from digestive enzyme. It is clearly written here, beta. You can read from here. Cuticle present on the body which protects the animal from the digestive enzymes of the host. Try to be more interactive, okay? Try to be interactive. Keep your presence of mind here only in the class, okay? To understand the topic more clearly. Protects the animal from the digestive enzyme. We are having lots of digestive enzymes in our intestine. Mammals are having lots and lots of digestive enzymes, and they are for very harsh enzymes. We need those enzymes for our biochemical reactions, okay, that are taking inside our body. So the worm that is going to reside in our body is protected with this thick cuticle. Okay. Epidermis is essential. What is essential? What is essential? Many nucleus. Okay. Epidermis is multinucleated, and on the inner side a muscle layer divided into 4 quadrants is present. Okay. Inner side of muscle layer means muscles are there. Divided into 4 quadrants is present, made up of longitudinal muscles. Muscles longitudinal, not horizontal. Why longitudinal? Because their body is cylindrical. See, this is my finger. See, this is my finger. Consider this finger as a worm. Okay. See, look here, everyone. This is a finger. Means this is a worm. This is a ascaris. So this is having a longitudinal muscle should be present here because the shape of the worm is cylindrical. So whenever you are having anything cylinder, so you have to keep the muscles that are surrounding that organism. It should be longitudinal. We can't keep the transactional muscles. Okay. Respiratory and circulatory systems are absent. Why? Because they are worms. They do their respiration by diffusion. They are thin, means they diffuse the gases inside the body of the host. And circulatory system they don't need. Okay. Excretory system is made up of excretory canals or protonephridia. See, protonephridia in this phylum also, protonephridia is present as an excretory organ. Nervous system has one brain, means there is one brain, or the nerve ring and anterior posterior nerves are there, means nervous system is kind of developed kind of nervous system nematodas are having. Okay. See, now let's come to reproductive system. It is developed. Why they need a complete reproductive system? Why they need a complete reproductive system? Because they need to multiply to increase the infection level of infection inside the host. They need to multiply. Okay. This is why they need reproductive system developed. They don't need respiratory system as a developed one because they are already doing the diffusion of gases. They are respiring through the diffusion. So they don't need respiratory system. They don't need circulatory system, but they need to multiply because they are worms. Their nature is to be infectious, and to increase the level of infection in any host, they need to reproduce at a faster rate. So reproductive system is kind of developed one. Males are smaller than females. Here females are dominating nature. Okay. In worms, females are dominating. In nematodas, females are larger and males are small. Sexual dimorphism is formed. Fertilization is internal. Okay, means internal, it's taking internal, not outside. Alimentary canal is complete. At one end, mouth is present, at another end, anus is present. When mouth and anus, both things are present, then we can say that that's complete alimentary canal. Pharynx is more developed and muscular. Platyhelminths were also having pharynx, but in nematodas, it is more developed and more muscular because these muscles are there. Longitudinal muscles are present. See, development is direct or indirect, means larval stage is also in some species. Okay, so it is direct or indirect. As the worms are terrestrial, they are having direct kind of reproduction also, and they are also having indirect kind of reproduction. Okay, the number of cells is fixed in their body. Okay, number of cells is fixed in their body, means during the larva formation, this process is called cutely. Okay, see, the number of cells is formed during larva from form which remains same in the system of the adult. Okay, once the number of cells are formed in the larva, they remain same in the developed one. Okay, this process is called cutely. Okay, very cute kind of name, na? Cutely, remember this name. Cleavage is holoblastic, and spiral, and determinate type. We will study in detail about the cleavage when we will do the embryology. Okay, when we will study about the embryo, how cleavage of embryo takes place, what is blastocele, what is blastoder, what is gastroder. Okay, nematoda has been divided into two classes. Now, two classes they are divided. Now, what are the basis of their division? Caudal receptors or plasmids. Now, what are caudal receptors or plasmids? Plasmids are their sensory organs. Okay, that allow them to keep the balance. See, nervous system. Okay, so plasmids. It's not plasmid. It's written wrong here. It's not plasmid. It is plasmids. Phasmids. It's a spelling mistake. This is plasmids. Okay, plasmids are different thing. Plasmids. PHA. Okay. See here. This is plasmid. Okay. Amphids. Anterior toward the head. Okay. Amphids are those that are present towards the head. Towards this part. Okay. Depression used for sensing chemicals in the water. They need to sense that chemicals in the water. Okay. Plasmids present at the posterior end. Okay. These are also sensory opening. And depression. Depression means some kind of opening for sensing chemicals in the water. So there are two kind of sensory cells are in nematodas. One is at anterior end, that is called ampid. One at posterior end, that is called plasmids. And on this basis, they are basically divided into two classes, plasmids and plasmids. Okay, see, first we will study about the aplasmidia, or you can call adenophoria. Now, what is this class about? Okay, members of this class lay plasmids. That is why they are called aplasmidia. Okay, anterior receptors or amphids are of many types. Means they are not having any sensory receptors on the posterior part. They are not having plasmids. Excretory tubules less developed or absent. Excretory tubules means their excretory part is also less developed. Most of them are free living marine animals. They are free living marine animals. They are normally not acting as a parasite inside the host. They don't need to be a parasite. Okay. Caudal adhesive glands are present. Okay. They are ectoparasites basically. Why adhesive glands? Because they suck these are marine Phasmidia classes are having the species that usually marine kind of, and what they do, they feed on the fishes. They are ectoparasites on many fishes. They are having adhesive caudal glands. Now, caudal glands are glands present at the posterior part of the body. They use that glands during the copulation also. This is helpful in copulation also. And basically they attach the male or female part, attach themselves with the help of these caudal adhesive glands, and they do the copulation. Okay. Desmocollex, trilobus, Anoplus, capillaria. This is the example of a phasmidia. Okay. See, this is Desmocollex. Okay, and this is trilobus, and this is Anoplus. See, this is the marine kind of nematodas. They are present in the water. They are having caudal adhesive glands at the end. You can see here. See this part. This is caudal part. Okay, here adhesive glands are there. They attach the male and female organism attached with this adhesive gland, and they do by this adhesion they do the copulation easily. Okay, this kind of adhesion is found in cockroaches also. Cockroaches also fertilize through this process. They also do copulation with this caudal receptor. Okay, they are also having. When we will study about the arthropoda, we will study about the caudal receptors present in cockroaches. Okay, this is the best example. Now, next class, Plasmidia, Cicernatia, or another name. Okay, common name is Plasmidia. Plasmids are present. Why they are Plasmidia? Because they are having plasmids also. They are having amphids as well as they are having plasmids. Okay, and amphids are anterior. Plasmids are posterior. Okay, on the anterior part, cord-like amphids are present. In excretory system, one pair of lateral tubules are found. In a Plasmidia, less developed excretory system. Okay, in this excretory system, one pair of lateral tubules are found. So try to distinguish. If I'll give distinguish between a Plasmidia and Plasmidia class, so this is a comparison. They are having less developed a Plasmidia one, and they are having developed one. Excretory system is kind of developed one. They are having one pair of lateral tubules. Everything is lateral. Okay, nothing is ventral. Lateral means that they are longitudinally arranged because the organism is cylindrical in shape. Caudal adhesive glands are absent. They are not having caudal adhesive glands. Why? They are doing some other kind of reproduction. They are not doing copulation. Okay. So they don't need this. They are mainly residing in the body of mammals, in the dog, in the pig, in the human being. Okay. This phylum is very important because this phylum contains two species that are very important to be studied. One is Ascaris lumbricoids and one is Buchoria bronchocti. Okay. Elephantiasis. Have you heard about the elephantiasis? It's a very common kind of disease. It's very dreaded disease. I will show you the example and I will tell you in brief about that organism, about that disease, because you are having one chapter that will complete the whole topic about the filariasis, elephantiasis. We will discuss about the life cycle, the prognosis, the disease spreading, everything we will study in that last unit, Uchuria bronchocti, where you will study about the infections. Okay. Examples. Now see the examples of fast media. This is very important. This class is basically important because important for from the point of study, because this class is having many organisms that are making us sick. One is Ascaris, roundworm. Larva is called rhabditoid, means indirect development. So if question comes, Ascaris, lumbricoids are having what kind of development? Direct, indirect, both A and B, none of them above. None of them above, never take, because either direct or either indirect, there should be a development, okay? Or all of the above, then just take indirect. They are having larval stage. Rhabditoid, trichuris, whipworm. Whip means whip, throwing someone. You have seen in the RRR movie whip. Okay, trichinella, trichnia worm. It causes trichinosis disease. Okay, enterobius, pinworm. It is like a pin shape. Causes enterobiosis or oxyurosis. What is enterobiosis? It is related to the enteric system, means digestive system. It affects the, it causes dysentery. Okay, discomfort in stomach. What is dysentery? Uncontrolled motions, uncontrolled water loss through the body, uncontrolled loose motions, vomiting. This is called dysentery. Okay, they cause it dysentery, enterobiosis. Okay, or you can say gastroenteric infection. Okay, acute gastroenteritis, oxyurosis, dracunculus. This is called guinea. Worm, loa loa. One is loa loa, eye worm. Okay, dracunculus is one another guinea worm, and loa loa is another example. Okay, loa loa is called eye worm. I will show you every organism image I am having, and I will show you every organism. Loa loa eye worm. Encyclostoma. This is called hookworm. It is like a hook. It causes severe anemia, infection from moist soil. Okay. See, all these infections that I am talking about, all these infections come from the places that are unhygienic. If any kid and anyone playing in a moist soil, okay, nowadays rainy season is on, so many people are getting sick. Okay, they are getting sick. Like I was sick from last 2 days. So it causes severe anemia. How it causes? Kids are playing in the soil, and what kids do? They make sand castles. They play in the sands. They love to play. When we were kids, we also used to play in the sand. So they get this encyclostoma worm from there. It enters inside their nail, and whenever they feed without washing the hands, or either they take finger inside their mouth, they get this worm directly inside their body. Okay, and it causes severe anemia. So mainly people, small kids are having hemoglobin less than 7. So they are having severe anemia. Then doctor prescribe that go for the blood test. Okay, do the fever analysis. Okay, then they study many worms in that fever test. So they study about the encyclostoma too, because small kids usually get infected with these kinds of things. It causes severe anemia. Okay, it feeds on the RBCs. Buchoria, see the Buchoria bone copy. It is called filarial worm. It causes elephantiasis. This is very important type of thing. Nematoda is basically important because of Ascaris and Wucheria bronchitis. This is the most common kind of infection caused due to the nematodas. Okay, elephantiasis is man. This worm is viviparous. This worm is digenetic, means two kind of host, primary and secondary. Man is a primary host. Secondary host is female Culex. Culex is a mosquito. Female Anopheles, female Culex. These are the mosquitoes. They are the secondary host. It is a carrier of elephantiasis disease. So mosquito is the carrier. If any person is suffering from the elephantiasis, and then Culex come and sucks the blood of that elephantiasis patient, it indirectly takes the infection from the patient, and then it transmits that to another healthy people, to another healthy, to another healthy, and this is kind of spread of infection. Infection is spread in this form. Okay. Normally, people from the health workers nowadays we are having developed kind of health system, health infrastructure has developed. In last 10 years, I have seen this kind of development. People used to come to the home and they used to give the medicine whenever this elephantiasis is spreading in the area that you are residing, okay, nearby your area. Then they give and they come and they ask you, are you a pregnant? Are you a milk feeding mother? Then don't take this medicine. Okay. Then otherwise they give this medicine to stop the infection to spread in the population. Otherwise this gets spread in the mass population. And this disease, why this disease is very infectious, I will tell you this in the next slide. Is a carrier of elephantiasis disease. See, what is this? Ascaris lumbricoides. You can see roundworm. Okay, anterior, posterior, anterior. Ampids are there, phasmids are here. Okay, this is Ascaris lumbricoides. It is a infection causes ascariasis in small, usually in the small kids, because they usually what they do, if they are having a toy, they take it inside the mouth. Okay, and they get the infection from, they are more prone to the infection because they just take everything inside their mouth. They want to taste everything near to them. Okay. Ascaris lumbricoides. See, this is mouth. This is cloacal aperture. What is cloacal aperture? The aperture where they transfer the sperm to the female part. Okay, this is the cloacal aperture. This is pineal setae. This is curved tail. See, their tail is always curved. See, males are small and females are little bit longer. This is tail, this is anus. Okay, from there they excrete their female genital aperture. Why they are called? Now see, imagine this. I don't have a diagram, but I want you to imagine the way I am imagining. See, this is a roundworm. This approaches the female, and female genital aperture is here. So the setae, what setae do? Setae helps in the attachment. Okay, setae helps in the, its head acts like a hook. They hold tightly the female counterpart, and through the cloacal aperture, they transmit their sperms inside the female. Then internal fertilization takes place, eggs are formed, and these eggs are hatched inside the circulatory system of your body. They are spreading their infection inside the body through this kind of reproduction. They multiply like this. So now this is excretory hole. Now this is the life cycle of Ascariasis lumbricoides. These are the diagrams that are provided by the CDC. What is CDC? Center for Disease Control. Okay. See, stage 1. Stage 1. What is stage 1? Unembryoted eggs passed in feces. Whenever a person that is suffering from ascariasis, he is passing his feces, and he's having in that feces, he's having unembryonated eggs. Okay. Then these unembryonated eggs divide, and these are 2 cell stage. Advanced cleavage, holoblastic cleavage takes place. Multiple division of cell takes place. And see here. Okay. Embryonated eggs are ingested. Embryonated eggs are ingested. So this person is ingesting from the soil. Okay. From the vegetables. The farmer is using the manure. Okay. So what they manure they use? Normally they use the excreta of animals, cow dung, goat dung, okay, goat, or Vermicompost is very expensive. Okay, making is very expensive, so they don't use because they are doing mass production of their agriculture mass production. So they don't use. They normally use cow dung and everything. So what whenever we are eating the vegetables that are not washed properly, the infection directly enters inside our body. Okay, and then we get ill. Okay, see, larvae hatch in small intestine. Why they don't hatch in stomach? Stomach is highly acidic. No infection can reside in only one infection is there inside in the stomach, H. pylori. Okay, it's a kind of infection that can exist, that can be available in the stomach. Otherwise, stomach is highly acidic, no bacteria, only acidophilic bacteria that can manage that kind of acidity, acid level. They can only grow in the stomach. Otherwise, small intestine is the favorable place to fetch the larva. And because larvae is protected from the cyst, these are capsulated, so they normally pass down. They are not damaged. They germinate, their larvae germinate in small intestine. Adults in cecum. Okay, this is cecum. Cecum is the part of large intestine. Okay, see, this is infective stage. I is written infective stage. D is written diagnostic stage. Okay, so how Escherichia lumbricoids are diagnosed? Stool test. Okay, through the stool test, doctor found out that infection. This is trichinelosis trichinosis. Example, every example I am explaining. Trichinella spiralis. Larvae infect animals that eat flesh or of other animals. Pig. If pork you are eating, you will normally get this kind of infection. Humans eat the meat, often pork, and larvae mature to adult forms. Adults reproduce and larvae exit GI tract. GI tract is gastrointestinal tract and migrate to the striated muscles, skeletal muscles, exist and calcify. Symptoms depend on warm load and location. What they do? They enter into brain, periorbital swelling. Periorbital means eye, this kind of area, this whole area is swelled. Conjunctival hemorrhaging means you can even lose your vision. Okay. Skeletal muscles, pain, swelling, weakness. Okay. Whatever skeletal muscles you are having, that this infection spreads in the skeletal muscle. Means they will be having pain in your muscles. You are having swelling in your joints, weakness. You will tell your doctor, I'm not able to sit. I am having pain in my muscles, in my joints, and doctor will then analyze that symptoms are matching with trichomoniasis. So he will advise you to go for the blood examination. Heart, lungs, diaphragm, splinter hemorrhages. See, these kind of things happen. Okay, so this is not a common infection. This is not so common, but this is an infection. There are people who get this infection also. Flesh eating people. Mouth, see mouth, LA, esophagus, spinicule. Okay, this is the example of, give me one. This is an example of enterobius. Okay, enterobiasis. Okay, the worm that is affecting your GI tract. Okay, causing dysentery. So this is the example of enterobias. Eggs in uterus. You can see this is the uterus. This is ovary. This is vulva. The ovary. Okay, ovary, anus, and this is male one, and this is female organ. You can see the intestine. Here are the testes. Here the spinule. Yes, testes. What testes do? Testes produce sperms. Okay. See, this is the dragonculosis. Next example, guinea worm, dragonculus. Okay. Larva. Now see here, men. From where they get? Oh, this is very important kind of thing. Okay. The worm comes out from the pit. Okay. You will a patient suffering from this have a nodule kind of thing on his foot. Okay. And one day that swelling, that nodule ruptures and a worm comes outside the body. Okay. This is an infection of dragonculus. How we get blister, sheet, worm in funnel, blister, guinea worm means guinea pig. Okay, this is also transferred to the guinea pig. Cyclops containing third stage larva. Okay, it gets inside your man gets infection by drinking water containing infected cyclops. Larvae are released in stomach. Larva embryos in water ingested by cyclops. Blister. You can see the blister, the swelling, and a worm is coming outside this. Gravid female causing blister on the site of emergence. Adult worm. Okay. Now this is loa eye worm. You can see this in a eye. Okay, if you go to a doctor, you say that I'm having redness in eye, I'm having lots of itching in my eye, I'm having pain in my eye. The doctor will make you sit and he will examine you through his lenses, to the system he is having. He will analyzes the patient, and whenever he sees a worm like this, then you are suffering from loa eye worm. It is a nematode. Okay, see this. Then doctor remove this loa through the surgery. Okay, you can see doctor is removing this loa eye worm. Okay, encyclostoma duodenale. What is encyclostoma? Causing severe anemia. Okay, see male and female, head, tail. Okay, male, female. Encyclostoma. This is the diagram of encyclostoma worm that is causing severe anemia. These are microscopic kind of. These are not that small, but they are very small at their larval stage. So normally it comes when we are playing, whenever we are having in contact with the moist soil and we don't wash hands, or either we are having growing nails, it enters inside the nails. And whenever we eat, because Indians usually eat with the hand, they don't use spoons so frequently, they don't use forks. Okay, they eat with their hand only, so we get this infection. This is the infection stage. Okay, see. Number one, mosquito takes blood meal. L3 larva enter skin. This is Culex. Okay, adults in lymphatic system. This is the infective stages of Wucheria, filariasis, elephantiasis. Okay, see what happens. A Culex mosquito is coming and biting a skin. Okay, and leaving the larva in adults. In adults, lymphatic system. What is lymphatic system? It is a circulatory system. Okay, adults produce microfilariae that migrate into lymphatics. Lymphatics means adults are producing microfilariae. Microfilariae are so minute that you have to see them. You have to observe this through the microscope. Okay. Mosquito takes a blood meal, ingest microfilariae, and then another mosquito is coming that is not having that infection. A healthy mosquito is coming. He's sucking your blood. He's taking the infection from you and transmitting to another. Microfilariae penetrate mosquito's gut and migrate to thoracic muscles. It is entering the mosquito gut and migrate to thoracic muscles. Larva 1, L1 larva. We are getting L3 larva. This is L1 larva. This is L3 larva. Migration to mosquito's head and proboscis. Now, once going through the thoracic cavity, this L1 larva, then L3 larva migrates to the head and proboscis. Okay, then once again infects a person, and again this cycle goes on. Okay, so this is Vaucheria bronchiectasis. One more thing I want to show you. There are so many slides on nematoda. I want to discuss everything. Have you seen? Can you see this? This is elephantiasis. Okay, this is a patient suffering from elephantiasis. What elephantiasis do? What Wucheria do? Wucheria normally attacks on the limbs of leg. Okay, and on the scrotums. What are scrotums? It is a part of testes where production of sperm takes place, where the spermatogenesis takes place. Okay, spermatogenesis, formation of sperm. Okay, spermatogenesis takes place in the scrotum. Okay, it is a part of testes. So normally it attacks the scrotum and your limb, lower limb, means your legs. And what they do? They swell on that part. They means infection is so dreading. I will show you some images. Then only you will be able to understand this. Go. Move fast. Okay, common name roundworm. 20,000 species are found, mostly widespread and abundant of all metazoans. This is kind of recap. Okay. 90,000 worms in decomposing apple. If you are eating an apple that is decomposing kind of apple and you see, oh, it's okay, I will remove the infective part, I will remove the bad part of this apple and I will feed only the good part of that apple. Never do that. Okay, because a rotten apple, half rotten or partial rotten, it contains 90,000 worms. Okay, marine and freshwater benthos, soil parasites on plants and animals. Okay, some people will ask me, we have eaten that rotten apple many times. We have thrown the bad part of that apple and we have eaten the good part. Then your immune system is quite effective. Okay, it is actually acting to kill that worm before the infection spreads in your body. Okay, you are lucky one. You are healthy one. Marine and freshwater benthos, soil, parasites on plants and animals. Where they are present? Either marine, either freshwater, either soil or parasites on plants and animals. They are also on the plants. And we know vegetarians normally eat the plant. Phylum Nematoda. Now see the anatomy. Most free living, less than 2.5 mm in length. Some parasites more than 50 centimeter in length. Body cylindrical with a pseudocele. Pseudocele is present. Complex cuticle must mold ecdysis. Okay. Anterior end is radially symmetrical, but the rest of the body has bilateral symmetry. Okay. Anterior part is radially symmetrical. This is kind of important thing. Rest of the body is bilaterally symmetrical. See, this is the diagram of coelom. They are pseudocoeles. Okay, this is the this is the TS of digestive tract. Okay, excretory canal. You can see protonephridia, this green color. Ovaries are here. You can see the uterus. You can see the nerve cord. This is the TS of a worm. You can see the nerve cord. Muscles are there, longitudinally arranged muscles. Phylum Nematoda, head region, nervous system. Ring-like brain. Okay, ring-like brain is there. Sensilia, chromosensory, males also have them near the anus. Near the anus means plasmids. And on the anterior part, amphids. Dorsal, ventral, and lateral nerve cords. These are sensilia. Amphids on the anterior end and plasmids on the posterior end. Dorsal, ventral, and lateral nerve cords are there, also there. 3 to 6 lips at the mouth. 3 to 6 lips. Buccal cavity varies depending on prey. Bacteria, no teeth or stylet. Plant root, stylet. Carnivore, small teeth and sometimes stylet. Intestine, large hook-like teeth. Means if they are feeding on the bacteria, no teeth. Plant root pe feed, if they are feeding on plant root, stylet are there. Means they are having teeth. Carnivore, if they are carnivore, they are eating some flesh of some other organism. They are having small teeth and sometimes stylet. Intestine, large hook-like teeth. If they are endoparasites, they are having large hook-like teeth. Okay. This is stylet. Okay. Like the hypodermic needle. Pharynx. Muscular pharynx is there. Means they are having more developed kind of pharynx. Forget. Buccal cavity and pharynx shown earlier. See, this is the cuticle. Why I was saying about the cuticle? To protect them from the harsh environment. Midgut. Intestine is also there. See this. Hindgut. Rectum. This is hindgut. What is rectum? The portion, the last part of your alimentary canal, anus and rectum. Okay, excretory glands and canals thought to be involved in osmoregulation, ionic regulation, excretion of waste metabolites, ammonia secreted through body fluid. Means they are ammonotelic. What they are? They are ammonotelic. They are secreting ammonia through the body wall. This is again important kind of thing. Okay, nematodas are ammonotelic. See, the excretory canal. Longitudinal muscles are there. Separate sexes means they are unisexual. Male and female are different. Males have hook-like posterior, testes are there, male rectum, cloaca, reproduction, digestive waste, spicule for sperm transfer. Okay, there are spicules. Retractable. Retractable means they can change the shape. They can either attach, they can either collapse. See, this is the cloaca. But these are the spicules. Retractable. This is another position, retraction they are showing to this diagram. Testes are there. Rectum cloaca is there. Spicules are there. Females are having ovaries, eggs, vulva, seminal receptacle. Okay, they are having everything. So reproductive system is a developed kind of thing. Okay, so basically developed reproduction start from the nematodes. And unisexuals also start from nematodes because they are only unisexual. They are not bisexual. Agree? Eggs, vulva. Vulva is the opening there from where they transfer their sperm. This is seminal receptacle means where they are storing their sperms. Okay, sperms of a male counterpart. Phylum Nematoda, parasite, roundworm life cycle. See, this is the plant parasite. Okay, feeding on a plant. Egg, gelatinous matrix with egg, leaf, roots. This is the root system, soya bean root. Normally, soya bean roots are infected. Penetrating, entering this nodule. Okay, this is a plant parasite. Normally, soya bean gets affected with many worms. Okay, so to protect them, farmers usually do the fertilizer they use. Okay. This is raccoon parasite. Raccoon feeding on the raccoon. This is human parasite. Ascaris lumbricoides. This I have explained you. Okay, feces. See, normally feces are used as a manure in the agriculture, and from there we get the fertilizer. And whenever we feed on a vegetables that are not washed properly, okay, not sterilized properly, eating a cucumber tick, or eating a apple, or eating a cucumber, or mostly the veggies that are so close to the soil, like cauliflower, cabbage, beetroot. Okay, these are so close to the soil. They are not growing on the stems. The life cycle of hookworms. Okay, this is the life cycle. Adult hookworms attach to the lining of the small intestine. They feed on blood. Females produce eggs, and the eggs are produced passed in the post species. The eggs hatch in the soil, and the juveniles develop into the infective third stage. Infected juveniles penetrate the skin, migrate by the blood to the lungs. Juveniles penetrate the pulmonary capillaries, enter the alveoli, and are up and swallowed. Juveniles enter the small intestine, attach to its surface, and mature in adult worms. Okay, so the infection enters through the first they make the our healthy lungs into unhealthy one. Then the infection passes to the intestine, the small intestine. Okay, hookworm. This is the infective stage. People feeding on pigs or rats. Okay, so they usually get this kind of infection. See, this is Bucheria benprocti. Okay. See, this I have shown you. Feed mosquito feeding. Adults in lymphatic system. Adults produce heated microflora that migrate into lymph and blood channels. Okay. Again, an insect is feeding you. This is the lymphatic. They are affecting this. What they do? They cause the lymph edema. Okay. Edema is a kind of swelling, and that swelling enlarges so much that a person's leg swells and turns into a elephant leg. That is why it is called as elephantiasis. Okay. See, this is the diagram of elephantiasis. Here the person is suffering from elephantiasis lymphatics, limbs of leg and in the scrotum too. You can see this is kind of dreaded disease, uncurable. There are only three kinds of treatment, three stages where you can do either by the radiation surgery, radiation therapy, either by the removal of scrotum, either through the removal of through the surgery. But once they are passed into your lymphatic system, they are spreaded in your, they are circulating throughout your body. So we cannot take out the whole lymphatic fluid out from your body. No doctor can do that. The patient will die. So this is kind of uncurable if not cured in time. That is why people usually, the health workers usually do this kind of thing. Okay. See, this is another. See, diversity. Now, nematoda, we will cover the whole nematoda today. More individual nematodes than members of other family. Free living forms found in nearly every environment. Free living, marine, freshwater, between grains of beach sands, key soil dwellers, nutrient processing, polar ice fields. Means they are so diverse. They are found everywhere. Polar ice fields also means some species can resist the cold temperature also. Key soil dwellers, nutrient processing. They are found on the beaches means they can maintain that high salinity. Okay, saline atmosphere, they can saline atmosphere also they can manage. Okay, they can manage marine environment, freshwater environment, beach sand means hot and humid type of climate they can manage. They can manage the ice polars also. Okay, very cold kind of temperature. Tree plant and animal parasite. See, this is the phylogeny. We will not do this. Note muscles, rhodocylome and cuticle. See, this diagram is intestinal epithelium. These are the muscles, longitudinal muscles. You can see pseudocele. You can see their iliac, oviduct, excretory canals are there. This is a quick cuticle. This is just a transverse section of a worm. Okay, showing the detour. Other blastocoelomates, rotifera, gastrotricha, kynorka, nematophora, triofula. These are also worm of this phylum. Protostome features include triploblastic distinct mesoderm muscles, bilateral symmetry and syphilization. Syphilization means brain development. Okay. Development of a brain. Nervous system is called syphilization. So they are having nerve cord also. They are having sensory organs also. This is called syphilization. Cell fate is determined. Okay. Their cell fate is determined means during the larval stage, their number of cells are defined. This is called Q3. Okay. Cleavage pattern unique to nematode. Blastocele forms blastocoelom, that is pseudocoelom. Feature shared by several phyla. Cuticle in common with arthropod cuticle. Okay, they also need cuticle because they have to maintain them. They have to protect themselves from the digestive enzymes. Contains chitin secreted by epidermis. Chitin is also present in fungus. Okay, fungi is also having several layers, modes with growth. Ecdysone is key hormone. What is the key hormone? Ecdysone is a key hormone. Fibers from flexible coil, elastic qualities for movement varies in appearance. Simple mouth or jaw with stylet, teeth, jaws, etc. Muscular pharynx lined with cuticle, use of suction. Why pharynx is used? Used for suction. Intestinal microvilli increases surface area. Means their intestinal is also having microvilli like the intestine we are having also microvilli. This increases the absorption area of a alimentary canal. Some with bacterial symbionts and reduced digestive system. We have studied that amphibs, class amphib is having less developed kind of digestive system. Feeding digestion. Gas exchange they do through the body surface, pseudocoelomic, blastocoelomic cavity, exchange between pseudocoelomic fluid and organ. No circulatory system is found. Osmoregulation is found. Systems of lateral ports connected to a large cell. Renate associated with digestive system not well studied. Okay, their digestive system is not well studied. Excretion also via the digestive system. Organization, nervous system. Nerve ring is there, plus associated ganglia are there. Sensory nerve input from head. Four major nerve cords, one dorsal, one ventral, two lateral. Four major nerve cords are there. One on the dorsal part, one on the ventral part, and two on the lateral part. Okay. See, dorsal, ventral, and this is lateral. Ventral cord may be fused with ganglia as in Annelida and Arthropoda. Okay. Connection of longitudinal muscles is unique. Okay. Longitudinal muscles is unique feature of this phylum. Muscle arms extend to nerves. This is amphib. See here. Sensory ganglia. Amphib nerve is there. Esophagus is there. Okay. Ganglion, dorsal nerve, lateral ganglion are there. This is dorsal ganglion. This is ventral ganglion. Sensory structure. Anterior amphids, chemosensory. Narrow canal leads to cell. Modified cilia, non-motile, non-motile. Ocelli. Additional sensory structures on entire body, cuticle, bristles, and papillae. Caudal on parasites. Plasmids, chemosensory present on the posterior part of their body. Muscles. Longitudinal muscles only. Only longitudinal muscles are found. Several along body length. No peristalsis. What is peristalsis? Muscle movement like this. Muscle movement. No peristalsis. Most push against solid surface to move forward. Okay. They use solid surface to push forward. Elasticity of cuticle may aid in movement. Okay. Cuticle is elastic in nature. Movement. More antagonistic muscle action. Right contracted, left release. This kind of muscle contraction is there. Okay. They do this kind of. Worms usually do this kind of movement. You must have seen many worms. Okay. Have you seen that nereis, millipedes, centipedes? Normally, so many millipedes, centipedes are coming out of the soil because of the rainy season. Okay. This is their breeding season. Reproduction. Sexual reproduction. Sexes are separate. Single pair of highly coiled gonads. Internal fertilization. Male has cuticle spicules. Sperm-like flagella. Means they are not having flagellated sperms. Okay. They are amoeboid. Oviparous or ovoviparous. High incidence of parthenogenesis. In some mating occurs but sperm nucleus not reached. Some hermaphrodites. Parasitic life cycle. They will. So this is all about the phylum Nematoda. Any question? See, what you want, this is a very small phylum. Roundworm, you have to keep in mind. Okay, plasmids and plasmids you have to keep in mind. Male is small, female is larger. Development direct, indirect. What are the main points that you need to focus? Okay, reptoid is a larva of Ascaris lumbricoids. And one more thing, the round part, they are having complete alimentary canal. Okay, mouth and anus are present. No distinguished head is present. They are having two nerve ports, one dorsal, one ventral, and two lateral. Okay, reproduction is developed kind of. Gonads are present. They are also having sperm. They are producing sperm. They are having cloacal aperture through which they are transferring the sperm to the female counterpart. So this is the important about the nematodes. They are normally worms. If phasmids are having mostly the ectoparasite, marine kind of, and phasmids are having mostly all the endoparasites that are coming inside the host, feeding on the host, taking the nutrition from the host and making the host sick. Okay. So this is all about the nematoda. Any question, anything you want to ask me. Saida Dilshad, Shashmita S. Likita, Peetla Radhika, K. Shivani. Any question from you? Only girls want to study. Where are the boys? Girls are more studious. Saida, do you have any question?
No, ma'am.
Shivani,
No, ma'am.
yes, beta, repeat your line. What you want to ask, Shivani? Okay, no questions. Likita, do you have? Okay, then listen one important thing. One important thing that is on Sunday test, you will be having you have to study from phylum Porifera to the phylum Nematoda. Okay, I will set a paper covering the Porifera, Coelenterata, Stilmens, Platyhelminths, and Nematoda. Okay, these 5 phylums you have to study for the Sunday test.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, beta, then study hard and anything you want to ask me, you can ask. No questions? Then
No,
let's
ma'am.
leave the meeting, leave the session. Okay, bye-bye for now.
Bye, ma'am.
Yes, beta, what are you asking? Ma'am,
Ma'am,
yeah. Okay, beta, I will send. I will send. I was not well from last, after celebrating the Raksha Bandhan, I was not well. Even my kids are not well. We all are infected. We are all having infection, viral infection, throat, nasal blockage. So I had no time and I was not well. That's why I will do some work on your PDF part, your this part, and I will send. Okay, I need some time. I was busy whole day. I used to take classes to other institutes also. So I'm not having that much of time. But I will, if I get time, I will do that for you.
yes, thank you, madam. Yes, students, I have taken your attendance, so don't worry. So again, we'll meet tomorrow morning, that is from 5 to 7. Right? So bye, everyone.